all you green raging people? I'm your host, Vermilion. Now, this is an update video. This is something new to the channel, and this is something that's going to be rarely done unless it's very important. First off on the agenda is that recently I have started school. Yeah, out of every single possible person you could ever meet, I'm the one who has to start school early. Hella early. Literally last week. Probably not from when this video is uploaded. So, with that, that means videos are not going to be uploaded as frequently as they were due over summer. The reason being is because I go to school a city away, so it's like an hour drive, and I get home really late. Because I can't just be driven immediately home by my parents because they have a job and they need to stick with that job. So I don't get home until late. Most of the time when I do get home, no one is on. Pascal is asleep. Ender crashed because Pakistan's apparently doing the around 8 p.m. U.S. East time. So like New York time. At 8 p.m. electricity just gets shut off, and I don't know when it gets turned back on, so I never get to play with him. And then there's the usual fact that like no one else is really ever on, and anyone who I really want to play with isn't on. And some games that I would normally upload, I don't have installed anymore because I deleted them to make room for new games that I was planning on recording, but never got to it because they weren't entertaining or never got the chance. Because the only time I ever play games is whenever I'm with a friend. Except recently I did do a Lawbreakers video, which that won't be posted until real late because I'm planning on like cutting it up and getting the good moments in instead of doing the full 30-minute thing that I had planned, which normally would be a lot easier. I just put it in. And by the way, I know I haven't switched to Audacity or anything. OBS Pro I tried. It didn't work with static. I might need a new microphone and completely. And the Borderlands series might be a little, might come here a little late. That second episode of Transmission Element 120, chances are it's not gonna happen because I've been really lazy on it, and I also have the thumbnail for it still. It's just I've been really lazy and I don't want to restart from that point. I mean, I'm willing to do it, but it wouldn't be as entertaining because I don't honestly just plow right through it and just get done with it. But on another note, the channel is old. It's 3 years old. I can't remember the exact timing of how old when it was created. It was somewhere around July, March, maybe May. So, and I figured that out. I'm planning on doing a birthday, depending on how close it is. All right, if it's past, it's not gonna happen. If it's close by, next video I'll discuss it. But I was gonna do a stream for its birthday. Chances are it won't happen until next year around, if the channel is still here. Anyways, and the other news regarding Vert Talks. Vert Talks don't occur per usual as a regular video. Like, a Vert Talk is only if there's enough news to discuss. Like in the recent one, there was the person who I deemed hacking, which you could see in multiple occasions that their speed changed. At one point, it'd be really fast. I know they had like different weapons. Infrax is lighter than the AR. He had an AR at some point. He ran slower than that. Even with those weapons, that speed difference shouldn't change that much. Like, he was running around at the speed that a snub would allow you to have when he had like an M4, which normally doesn't occur. And I'm not gonna act like I know like, oh, I'm part of the BLR community, been playing the game 3 years, which I have. I know everything you don't. Not gonna say that, because believe me, I accidentally said Pohei was a hacker. And Pohei, by the way, I know you're not a hacker, and I do like your videos. Y'all should subscribe to him, but I'm honestly not gonna put his video in the chat. But just follow my advice and look him up. My dog's over there being lazy too. That you all should know that. But the Vert Talks don't occur like a regular video, as I stated once before. They're like once a month, about maybe once every 2 months. They're supposed to be a little fun thing I put up there so that way you guys... It's supposed to work like a podcast, but since I don't want to bother with a podcast because it seems like... I'm not famous enough. So it's nothing that's going to happen, but... Since the channel itself has a Vert Talk session, that just means I could always, like, share the news. And I'm planning on making them a lot more professional, and also having the times lower to, like, the bare minimum. Maybe around 30 minutes, so that way you guys can hear me while I'm talking, while you guys are playing a game or something, like most people would do with music. And so that way there's nothing too short to where you like, oh hey, 13 minutes, I gotta go Alt-Tab, if anyone does that, I do, and change to a different video. But I don't want it to be an hour to be like, oh my god, it's been an hour, now at this point he's talking nonsense. I was hoping to get him around like 30 minutes like the last one, because that last one, that had quite a bit of information in it. And again, Vert Talks probably won't occur until like once a month, because around that time, 1 month has passed, a few things would occur. Like, from the last Vert Talks, not much has occurred. There's only been like a few discussions regarding the blacklight with the loadout systems, and honestly, if you saw the recent tweet that Hearts at Labs has, which was posted like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, it says hashtag PlayStation 4. They're getting the updates before we are, and they recently changed the updates. Instead of them being their original form to where like everything was like happening in that next patch, they took some things out and said that, oh, after this next patch comes out, we're going to do another patch, and well, should I say update? I'm gonna say patch, but we're going to do another patch and put that stuff in. Luckily, the server fix, which honestly I'm not certain they'll really do a good job with, because I mean, okay, the servers are run by Perfect World. The game itself is run by Zombie Studios. Zombie Studios isn't to blame for the servers. It's really Perfect World, and they stated that they will attempt talking with Perfect World to get the servers fixed up. Now, the problem with this is that Perfect World doesn't own the game of Blacklight. They just run the servers, which means that Perfect World doesn't have to do anything regarding server-wise. They're the ones getting paid by Zombie Studios. I might not be 100%. Don't like quote me on this. All right. I don't do anything game related. I'm planning for biomedical engineering, so it's a little. Ugh. But since they run the servers, Zombie Studios doesn't really got much of anything. I mean, they got the game, they got the rights to all that. It's just Zombie Studios doesn't use the servers of their own. So at any point in time, Zombie Studios could say that, oh, we're still working on the game, but as soon as Perfect World decides to shut the servers down, that's when the game goes. That's when Zombie Studios works on other games. That's when they actually work on a legit game, because Zombie Studios is completely different. Okay, Zombie Studios isn't. I'll explain it in another Vert Talk with John, because I'm planning on getting real professional with those. And the thing with Audacity is that I recently used the OBS thing, and they're still static. So that already tells me that, oh hey, either I have some components in my computer messing around with with like a few other things. This was told me by a friend. I'm just quoting them. And so that causes the fact that I can't run at 192 HZ, 16-bit, 4-channel, which is what I currently have, and that's like the highest it goes. It's like the best performance out of this mic. And I still have it at like plus 30 MB while at like 100% microphone level. So yeah, that would also explain why there's an increased amount of static normally. I've messed around with it, and I know if you go back to the older videos, you'll notice that, hey, some of the videos, like my audio is like perfect, crystal clear, just amazing. And then other times it'd be all messed up. But this is just a little reminder for you guys that I've recently started school. Chances of videos coming up aren't going to be much. Don't quote me on this, and don't trust me on this. Birthday is coming up. My birthday. I could possibly get another single-player game, or I could actually spend my birthday like I really want to spend my birthday. I normally don't like celebrating my birthday. I know that's weird to hear, but yeah, I'm a weird person. So I could always, like, on that day, ask for a single-player game. Now, take note, I'm not even old enough to live outside by myself. I'm not 18. By the time my next birthday, I'll be 17. So I'd be close to moving out. I mean, I could be old to move out, but so I'm not 18, so I don't have, like, my own job. I could get a job with my dad. I'd be getting paid quite a bit. It would help the channel out a shit ton. But then the fact that school lasts, I wake up at 6 a.m. just to get to school early, and I get up at 3:20 p.m. I'm up for almost full 12 hours. And then any rest I actually get is in the car driving from the shop, from my school up to where my mom and dad work. So it's a little hectic, so you can see why the videos aren't always there. They aren't always, like, full of energy, love, life. Mostly because I'm tired as all hell. They come and go. And I hope you enjoyed your day. I mean, my day's been pretty solid. School's been nice. Even if I do go there way early and you guys are still celebrating summer, screwing you guys. My kid, I love you guys. But I hope you had a wonderful day, and don't bugger me about videos. I know no one does that, and don't bugger me about the Vert Talks. There's only when big news occurs. Like a new game coming out, or like big news for Blacklight. Or something. I don't know. Someone quitting YouTube. Also about that thing with, from Lobo. Yeah, I ain't doing nothing like Leafy, alright? That guy just complains about everything. He's getting into business that ain't even his. Like, there's dark side of YouTube and there's the bright side of YouTube. He's in the bright side of YouTube, dwelling in the dark. Somewhere he ain't gotta be. Somewhere where he don't need to be. Personally, I also don't like Leafy, alright? Because I don't like people who complain. Y'all might be calling me hypocrites right now, but don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. I give side fucks, but I love you all, and I hope you had a wonderful, exciting day. I guess this could be also considered a Vert Talks instead of rambling all over myself, but it's not much because there's no video content. Just a picture of a V. I talk a lot. All right, I'm sorry. I'm ending the video right now. I hope you all had a wonderful day, and I hope you all support your own family. See you soon. Maybe not. Twitter now, somewhat. It's still somewhat of a personal Twitter, but I thought, like, you know what? If I ever go live streaming, I might as well have it there so that way y'all can know. So I'll put that in the link too, along with the other stuff like the channel and the Twitch. So, okay, sorry for interrupting. Have fun.